Got a Bronco boat anchor? This right here is by far the lowest point on the 2021 Bronco. Now, it is close to the wheel, but this is what's called your shock mount. So here's your shocks, here's your shock mount. It hangs very close. Ideally, when you're off-roading, you're wanting to line this wheel up to where you're going over the rock and not hitting it. Unfortunately, you're not always able to. Whether you're climbing up a big obstacle, vehicle slides, you come down. I can tell you from experience that this right here has held me up many a time on an obstacle, not being able to go forward. Not only that, but it bends these, you're hitting these bolts and you're hitting the bottom of the shock. I haven't broke this yet, but essentially that is a possibility. So what we've come up with is a part that is a skid plate over this. That skid plate captures and it gives you a nice rounded edge to where as you come up, let's say you encounter that rock, yes, you're gonna still hit the rock, but you're gonna guard it, protect your components from breakage that are expensive, and you're gonna create a smooth surface instead of a sharp angle to catch in that rock. We're creating a smooth surface that allows you to get up an obstacle that normally you wouldn't be able to. You know, inches in rock crawling is everything. And if you can bring a surface onto it that then pulls up over or brings you over it, you're gonna be able to accomplish a lot more climbing without tearing up your vehicle. Now here's a rendering of it on the computer. As you can see, there's that sharp angle. There's your reservoir for your shock. Now, not all vehicles have that reservoir, but if you have a Sasquatch or a Badlands, you're gonna have the reservoir here that could potentially be a hit point. But the biggest thing is that as you're pulling forward, that sharp angle is just literally a boat anchor. I have stuck that thing into rocks that holds me from going up. Ultimately, the day that I broke both tie rod ends and my rack was being held up on that part right there. So what we've done is we've come up with a part that mounts on there. It's a skid plate. So now instead of having that boat anchor, you've got a smooth plate to roll up on. It's small, it's thin. If you do have that rock there, again, ideally you're trying to bring that wheel up over that rock, but that's not always the case. You've got crevices, you drop down into places. You want to protect your components, you want to protect your shocks. This is the part that'll help you to accomplish more on the trail and protect your investment.